All right, we're gonna go for a ride at the Tan Mountain Regional Park here in, well, it's part of Maricopa County Parks, but it looks like it's in Pinal County where I'm at. But anyhow, that's always been confusing to me. This is the main entrance. So we come in here, usually the guard shack where you pay is closed at this time in the morning, which it is. So we'll just get going. We're gonna take the Santan and Little Leaf loop. So let's go for a ride. I'll show you guys what it's like. A lot of people out here. So when you enter, you're gonna take a left, and Santan Trail is directly in front of us. It's been dry, so this part of Santan is not that fun right now because it's really soft, thick sand. But this little section goes for about 1.75 miles, and then it gets to a short but steep uphill, and then drops down into a fun little part, a little techie, and then it runs out for a little ways of some flowy, I guess you'd say double track, not really single track. But a lot of it is like this fire road on this section, and then a little bit like this on the when you're coming back. Got some fun little spots where it's more like a double track and it's flowy, and some spots where it's like fire road like this, but still you can get some flow on it. A lot of people use this to walk and ride bikes, so maybe one day they'll build some more trails. I ride this because it's really close to my house. I moved here about 1.5 years ago from California. I live about 2.5 miles from the entrance, so I'll just usually ride from my house here, do this loop or a couple of other loops that I have done. But yeah, this trail system is very beginner-mediate, I would call it. Mostly green, and they're not marked like that, but they're, I would say, mostly green trail with a couple small spots of some blue mixed in. There's one little trail called Goldmine, and there's a couple sections on that where it's probably a black diamond, but those are short sections. There's a side of it that I haven't done that a lot of people say is not rideable because it's not really well maintained, too much loose shale. But some people ride it and say it's really sketchy but doable, and some people say no way. I haven't done it yet. I've done one part of it on the south side of Goldmine, which is kind of fun. A really short section but steep with some drops, and I'd say that's probably black diamond. But yeah, I'm not gonna bore you with this straight trail. It's like this until that short uphill and then the downhill, and I'll come back on at that point. But trust me, until then, it's like this. You gotta pedal slightly uphill grade until then. All right, catch you later. So yeah, here we go. That little climb is right up here. Definitely this first ride in, this part definitely wins you a lot. It's a great trail for conditioning. Great conditioning. Here's this little punch up, and then we'll see this downhill right up here. So here we go on this little downhill. Kind of fun little spot. Yeah. That was a little fun spot right there. Some loose right there. That's one thing about this trail, is loose everywhere. Loose rock, dirt. So I'm practicing my faith in my tires, the grip. It's a little fun section here. Little tight turn here. Rock. Oh, kicker there. Up. Tight turn left. And then it's just flowy here for a while. Pedal through here. Sometimes there's a lot of people here and you gotta go slow. Oh, I see a person up here. Oh, if I turn my bell on. Morning, thank you. I have the timber bell, which I really like. Nice, there it is. Sharp turn here, but it's a passive bell, so I have a lever that I can turn it on and off with, and when it hits bumps it'll ring, or if I jiggle the handlebar it will ring. And it's really nice sounding bell, loud, so I usually ride with it on. I had forgotten to turn it on, but not the whole time. I don't ride with it on when I can see clearly. But if there's some blind areas, I'll turn it on. A lot of saguaro cactus in bloom, with the birds, not in bloom, but after the bloom has the fruit, and the birds are just having a great time eating the fruit of the saguaro cactus. Got a lot of little rollers here, up and down. Maybe not rollers, but just little hills that undulate up and down, which is why I say this trail is a great trail to work out, to get a workout, because it definitely will wind you with all the ups and downs. Last year I rode in the Tour of the White Mountains, and I used this as training. I would do this certain loop here twice. This is part of it. It would be about 30, depending on what I did exactly, but it'd be up to 34 miles. And yeah, it'll wind you for sure. So not a lot of technical on this trail at all, but it will definitely keep you in some sort of shape. Here's a neat little spot right here. Little wall up here. come down here, and then you get this tight turn, dig in there. Yeah, this is a fun little spot. Another walker up here, a jogger actually. No, I might cross this guy at the wrong time. Get around in here. There's a jump up here that looks like I'm not going to be able to do. Oh well. Anyway, if you were to do the jump, you would come kind of high up here and make this left. You can roll it, or you can get a nice little kick off of it, which is what I like to do, except today I'm not. All right, so that's a bummer. I didn't get to do that little jump slash drop slash roller. Anyhow, I got around the guy, and there was another guy just up ahead, so I passed him. So this section is very pedally, again slightly uphill. This is still on Santan Trail, but you're winding back around towards the where you entered the parking lot, main parking lot. So this will be pedally for a while. Looks just like this, and it'll get to a spot up here in a little bit where there's a couple of somewhat prolonged climbs where, yeah, you breathe really heavy. No, thank you though. So yeah, again, this is how the trail gets until you approach that spot where it's a couple of steep climbs. So anyhow, I'll stop recording again until I get to that spot, because this might bore you, but it's really beautiful out here. The scenery is spectacular, so that'll keep your mind occupied. All right, be back soon. Getting a little closer to where that uphill climb starts. I don't look forward to it. I know what's in store, so yeah. But definitely doable. No e-bike, so I could do the whole loop, no stopping. But yeah, definitely get a workout. And you get this soft sand area like this. All right, here we go. This is where it starts. Really loose right there. So dry. Yeah, that's a low climb. But wait, there's more. Don't let this part fool you, because there's more climbing up ahead. This will just allow you to catch your breath a little bit. Morning. Thanks, have a good day. All right, so a little bit of a windy spot. Some short downhill here. Really loose. And it's flat turns, so they can be sketchy when you are at some speed and you hit a sharp turn, and sometimes there's no grip. And here we are going uphill again. Turn my bell on in case. Yeah. Woo, get that cardio. Whew. This is a little downhill, kind of fun spot. Blind turn, so we got nobody. Here's a really loose turn. Cyclist up. Morning. Alright, well, it's more fun when you can go into this with some speed. Oh well. Now we've got some uphill. Surprise, surprise. A little flat spot here. In just a bit, we're gonna come to the last good climb out of here. So it's not too much further. And that's, once you make it up that, the majority of what's left is downhill, which is much appreciated. And here we go. Start of the last climb out of here. A couple good little spots right here to practice your technical skills of going uphill. Up a little lip. Easy to have a pedal strike and cause you to lose your momentum. But I did it that time. I usually make that, but sometimes I will strike my pedal and I'm not paying attention. Been riding a mountain bike, oh, I don't know now, maybe close to 2 years now, maybe. So I'm still newer at it. A lot better than when I started, but still have a lot to learn. Have my share of crashes. So I'm a little older now and I don't feel like crashing anymore. So I try not to get too crazy, but still like to have a little bit of fun out here. So now we get some downhill. Still have to pedal some, but at least it's not that uphill. Tight, sandy turn there. Aren't they all? Oh, so loose. You really gotta lean on your bike. Sorry for the bell noise, but I can't see around the corners here. There's an example. They really need to add some more trails out here for mountain biking, or just for everybody, but more trails, because these are becoming more and more visited. More and more people moving out here. So, getting crowded. Alright, this section is like fire road, but it's flowy. Get a little speed. Try to get a little speed in this section here. Little bump. Hit. Not really jumps, but trying to make it a jump a little bit. All right, so again, most of this is just real wide fire road, nothing special. So I'll come back in just a bit once you start a different section. All right, one last little tiny hill. This trail is littered with these things. It really tires you out. And up here you can go to the left, and that's dynamite. And that's a good climb up the side of a mountain and then back down. And then you got to turn around and come back up and hit this trail. So that's diamond. I mean, yeah, diamond. Dynamite, not diamond. Dynamite, but we didn't turn left today. We're gonna stay on Santan, which obviously we're still on. And in a little ways, we will connect with Little Leaf, and Little Leaf will take us back to the parking lot, and that'll be the end. But before that, a couple more of these dumb climbs. So if you're looking for conditioning and mostly beginner trail with a few technical spots, come out here. Or if you live close like me, ride this a few times a week, get your conditioning, practice turning on flat turns that are really loose, so you can get some good practice in here on some skills that are needed for mountain biking. But if you just want the gnar, this isn't it. Good morning. All right, this is, well, there's one more short hill after this, but this, on the way out, this is the most tiring. It's steep, it's loose, and it's not fun. Really steep right here, and just really loose. Whew. That takes what breath you have left out of you. And if you weren't finished off enough, there's a shorter one for good measure right here. Whew. Yep. This is, oh yes, I love this spot. Now you get a little cruise here for just a minute. Good morning. Ooh, yeah. Every downhill has an uphill. All right, this is part of Goldmine Trail. I guess we were on Goldmine after that last steep climb out. So yeah, Santan runs into Goldmine, and then Goldmine will get you to Little Leaf. I like to get a little speed here. But up here, some really gravelly, sharp turns that are hairy. All right, here you're gonna turn sharp left. Whoa, little washout. And this is Little Leaf. If you go right, you stay on Goldmine. I mean, Goldmine will take you back to the parking lot also in this direction, but I take this Little Leaf because a couple cool spots on it, and there's one last straightaway. I tried to PR. It's the end of the ride. Kind of a long straightaway. I'm already tired, so I like to punish myself with a last little sprint at the end to really finish myself off. Have some walkers up here. Turn my bell on. Sharp turn here. Okay, I'm gonna get going here to pull off. Morning, thank you. All right. One more of those little down and ups. And here is Little Leaf. And this is where I try to kill myself. There's a little bit of a rocky left-hander right here. Up and then back on it. Try to finish this off. Finish me off. Almost. All right, that's it. Back to the parking lot, and that's Santan to Goldmine to Little Leaf.